Myself, Dr. Pankaj Kumar, faculty in Department of Pharmacology, SKMC, Muzaffarpur. Today, we will discuss about pharmacotherapy for cough. Now, come to definition of cough. Cough is a protective reflex, its purpose being expulsion of respiratory secretion or foreign particle from air passage. It occurs due to stimulation of mechano or chemoreceptors present in throat, respiratory passage, or stretch receptor in the lungs. Cough may be useful or useless. Now, come to types of cough. Cough is of two types. One is non-productive cough, which is also known as dry cough, and another is productive cough, which is tenacious cough. Now, come to non-productive cough. This is considered as serving no useful purpose. Rather, it increased discomfort to the patient. For the treatment of non-productive cough, antitussive agents are useful, whereas productive cough is characterized by presence of excessive sputum and may be associated with conditions such as chronic bronchitis and bronchiectasis. In this condition, expectorants are useful. Now come to expectorants. Expectorants increase the volume and decrease the viscosity of secretions to enhance the propulsion of these secretions upward and outward by ciliary movement and cuffing. Now come to mechanism of cough. After stimulation of mechanism or chemoreceptor present in throat, respiratory passage or stretch receptors in lungs, the afferent impulse goes to cough center in the medulla oblongata, then efferent impulse via parasympathetic and motor nerves goes to diaphragm, intercostal muscles and lungs. After contraction of these structures results in cough. Now come to common causes of cough. Common cause of cough are upper or lower respiratory tract infection, allergic rhinitis, smoking, chronic bronchitis, pulmonary tuberculosis, asthma, gastroesophageal reflux, pneumonia, congestive heart failure, bronchiectasis, and use of drugs such as AC inhibitor, iodine, beta blocker, and amiodarone. Now come to individual definition of antitussive, expectorant, mucolytic, and mucopenitic. Antitussive agent. Antitussive is a cough suppressant. Tussive means cough. Expectorant increase the volume of mucus secretion, and mucolytic it reduce viscosity of mucus, and mucokinetic increase the motility of cup. Now come to classification of drug for cup. Drug for cup is classified into four types. One is pharyngeal demulcent. Second is expectorant, that is mucokinetics. Third is antitussive cough center suppressant, and fourth is adjuvant antitussive. Pharyngeal demulcents include lozenges, cough drops, blinkers containing syrup, glycerin, and licorice. Second is expectorant, that is mucokinetics. It includes bronchial secretion enhancers and mucolytic agents. Bronchial secretion enhancer includes sodium or potassium citrate, potassium iodide, guaifenesin, or glyceryl guaiacolate, balsam of Tolu, Wasaka, and ammonium chloride. Mucolytics include bromhexine, ambroxol, acetylcysteine, and carbocysteine. Third classification is antitussive, that is cough center suppressant. It includes opioids, non-opioids, and antihistamines. Opioids include codeine and holcodeine. Non-opioids include noscapine, dextromethorphan, and clopidogrel. Antihistamines include chlorpheniramine, diphenhydramine, promethazine, and fourth classification is adjuvant antitussive. It includes bronchodilators, that is salbutamol, terbutaline, etc. Now come to individual explanation of drug of cough. Come to demulcents and expectorants. Demulcents soothe the throat and reduce afferent impulse from the inflamed or irritated pharyngeal mucosa, thus provide symptomatic relief in dry cough arising from throat. And expectorant, that is mucokinetics, these are drugs believed to increase bronchial secretion or reduce its viscosity and facilitating its removal by coughing. Now come to individual drug X. Sodium and potassium citrate increase the bronchial secretion. Iodide irritate bronchial mucosa, guaifenesin, and Vasaka enhance bronchial secretion and mucociliary function, whereas ammonium salt is nauseating and reflux stimulation of bronchial secretion. Now come to mucolytics agents. Mucolytics include bromhexine, ambroxol, acetylcysteine, and carbocysteine. Bromhexine is derivative of Adatoda vesica that increases bronchial secretion and depolymerizes mucopolysaccharides in bronchial secretion directly or by liberating lysosomal enzymes. That's why fiber of sputum gets break down. The bromhexine is useful in mucus plug. Ambroxol is similar to bromhexine. Now come to acetylcysteine. It breaks sulfide bond in mucopolysaccharides of bronchial secretion, and carbocysteines is similar to acetylcysteines and is administered orally. Now come to action of drug of the cup. Antitussives. Antitussive acts via CNS and acts by raising the threshold of cough center. Also acts peripherally by reducing cough impulse. Usage of antitussive. It is used in dry and non-productive cough. It usually tiring cough, disturbed sleep or hazardous conditions such as hernia, piles, and cardiac disease after surgery. Now come to opioids, which include codeines and colcodeines. Codeines is an opium alkaloid that is methyl morphine. It is partly converted into morphine and less potent than morphine, and degree of analgesia is equivalent to aspirin of 60 milligram. But codeine is more selective for cough center and action lasts for 6 hours. Its action is blocked by naloxone. It has low abuse liability. Drawback of codeine is constipation, respiratory depression, and drowsiness at higher dose. Dose of codeine is 10 to 30 milligram. Now come to colcodeine. It has no analgesia or addicting property, and it is longer acting than codeine. Now come to non-opioids, noscapines or narcotics. It is also an opium alkaloid. It depresses cough but have no analgesic, narcotic or dependence liability. It is equipotent with codeine and useful in spasmodic cough. It causes release of histamines that cause bronchoconstriction, so not used in bronchial asthma. Usual dose of noscapine is 15 to 30 milligram. Now come to dextromethorphan. It is synthetic D isomer and L isomer. D isomer acts as antitussive agents and L isomer acts as analgesic agents. It is effective as codeine but have no addiction and constipating effect. It has no impairment of mucociliary function. Now come to antihistamines. Antihistamines include chlorpheniramine, diphenhydramine, and promethazine. Action of antihistamines is it has sedative and anticholinergic action and it is useful in allergic cough. Now come to bronchodilator. Bronchospasm can induce cough and constriction of airway, especially in hyperactivity of bronchial smooth muscles and bronchodilator in this case relieve cough and improve clearance during cough. Thank you.